Ahoy, ladies and gentlemen. So, few things to talk about. Don't really know how to start today. I have no idea. Few interesting things. Not interesting. I mean, super crappy things have happened in my life, and I don't want to talk about them here. Really, I don't want to, and but it's crap. Complete bullshit, man. Complete, absolute fucking bullshit. But yeah, sometimes things go the other way. Fuera de aquí. Fuera de aquí. That was my dog, as always. So sometimes things just turn around and go fucking sideways, and we gotta deal with it and do the best we can to the best of our ability. But yeah. So today, well, it was a different day because, well, yesterday. So I've been kind of testing since I'm not gonna work out for this week. I've been kind of testing the time in which I need to go to sleep in order to and I've done so for the last 2-3 days. And so 2 days ago I went to sleep at 10. I think it was 5 past 10. And I woke up and I was awesome. I was great. I had a huge day. Did lots of things. And today, so yesterday I went to sleep at I think it was 11:15, and this morning I felt 10 to 11, and this morning I felt like shit. It was terrible. I had like 2 coffees and I still wasn't waking up. I'm a tall guy. I weigh. I have some mass. 85 kilograms, and so you need the bigger the mass, the more caffeine you need in order to wake up. But I wasn't waking up. I was feeling sloppy all the time, and so that was kind of I think it was the limit of saying, hey, if you go below this, you're not, at least for now, because you don't have the mental ability to focus under that kind of pressure. So for now you shouldn't do that. And if you go at 10 o'clock, you still got 1 extra hour. You're gonna perform better during the day, and you gotta make better use of your hours, not get distracted with this and that and this and that, and just get the things done. And one of the things that I've realized, and today was kind of bullshit because of that, but I think also allergies. So I'm allergic to pollen. And right now it's super loaded. The air is super loaded. So I went outside and I got super, and I had to take a pill for it, and it kind of, I don't think it does, but as I looked it up, because today I was feeling especially sloppy, and yes, it turns out that it gets you a bit more tired. Not the pill, the allergies, and I had a few hours where I was feeling terrible. Not a few hours, but maybe 1 hour, something like that. My eyes, I was scratching my eyes. They were all red. It was terrible. And that was kind of the point. This morning I was super tired, and I went and I took a nap. I went to sleep for like 1 hour, I think it was, and I took a nap, and that was it. But today, later in the afternoon, when I was feeling terrible with the allergies, I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna go to sleep again? If I go to sleep, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible for work today. It's gonna be terrible for my mentality, because it's gonna feel like a defeat. So I said, no, you know what? Hold it. Take a shower. Try to wash your face. See if that gets you any better. And it did. I did it. I put on an audio from a guy that I knew his face, but I didn't know who he was. And it turns out he's a great guy. He's great. It's just awesome. George St. Pierre, and I put on an audio from him while I was showering, while I was taking the shower, and I was just look what this guy is saying. He says he didn't enjoy what he did, and he still did it, because he believed in the outcome. The outcome, the mission, I guess, was big, and it was important to him. So he believed in it, and so he decided to still go for it. And so that was kind of the I mean, he had fun and he liked training, but he didn't like fighting people. He didn't like having to go into the ring, get into the ring. He didn't like it. He didn't enjoy it. So that was kind of, for me today, especially today, it was kind of, hey, you don't have to enjoy this. You don't have to like it. And life might be complete bullshit right now, and some things might have stepped into your way, but that doesn't prevent you from using all those things as tools and canalizing all of those things into one purpose. Working harder, preparing more, studying more. So studying more, doing more outreach, scheduling more private classes. Yes, you're gonna work harder, but that's good. That's what we want. That was the goal. And you don't have to enjoy it, and you can still do it, and you can be afraid and still do it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I have to get a few things done. So today I have a class scheduled for this Tuesday, another one scheduled for this when was it? This Sunday, and I'm trying to schedule. I told him Saturday, but he said that if we could have it earlier, it would be better for him. So I'm gonna send him a message. I'm gonna tell him, look, give me till tomorrow morning, okay? And if I see I can tomorrow morning, I tell you some date earlier, and we can have that first class. But I need to prepare some stuff first. So I'm gonna tell him that now, and still got a few of them on the sidelines. But yeah, it's 8 p.m. right now. I'm gonna go to sleep at 10. I'm gonna get as much fucking shit done in these 2 hours. I'm gonna just hammer down, and yeah. This is what it takes right now. This is what it takes. 2 weeks of really high focus, and yeah, that's about it. I wanted to talk about something else too. So in 2 weeks there's a partying, I guess, a partying weekend in the town of one of my friends, and he invited me, and I was like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna go. And he said, I'll convince you. So I'm just gonna say this here, I'm not gonna go. And by saying this, I know I'm gonna keep myself accountable, because I care too much for what I say here, and it's a system of keeping myself accountable. But yeah, lots of talking, lots of shit. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste any more of my time nor your time. I'm just gonna get to work. I'm just gonna get to finish all the stuff that I have to get done. I have headphones, I have water, and I'm gonna get to work. I'm not gonna have coffee because I have to go to sleep in 2 hours. So, but I'm feeling good. Anyways, I guess this is where the fun begins. See you tomorrow. Hopefully everything went well today. Tomorrow, by the way, I have a practice exam. Not a practice, I mean, it's an exam. It's not a mock exam. It's just, computer stuff. So I haven't really done much for that exam. I'm just gonna improvise. I don't need any mark. You just go there, do the best you can, get as much mark as you can, and even if I get just a 1, that's good. If I can get a 10, awesome. If I can get a 5, awesome too. Whatever I get, I keep. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. See you tomorrow. Hello, so this is what? 17, 18 hours awake looks like on me right now. I just got, as you can see, the eyes. I'm almost crying, man. I feel... the allergies are terrible, and fucking terrible. So I just want to go to sleep, honestly. I just want to go to sleep right now. Pushing myself still. There are some ideas, some things that I'm not feeling too good about, because I feel like maybe I might be stepping back. Today, for example, I didn't do my reading, and I don't know if it's because I'm relaxing, or if it's just progressing and accepting that sometimes we're not gonna get always everything done. I don't know if I'm being lazy or if I'm working harder than ever. Um, but yeah, I don't really know. Anyways, still, we got lots of stuff done. We might have landed. I did land one more class this week for Thursday, and I have tomorrow. I have one on Thursday. I have another one on Friday. I have another one, and on Sunday I have another one. So pretty loaded week. Plus this week I have 3 exams, and next week I have like 6 exams, and yeah, so I'm pretty tired today. So I'm gonna lay in my bed and just fall asleep for 6 hours or so that I can get. But yeah, this is what tired looks like. This is what it looks like for me right now, and I still wish to progress more. I still wish to improve, reach the next level, and maybe this is the way to get there. Working more, sleeping a bit less. But yeah. See you tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I will feel much better, more energized. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Have a good one, or good night, good morning, whenever you're watching this. Hey, bye. So, hi. So I am feeling way better than yesterday. Right now, I am feeling kind of stressed. Pressure. No, not pressure. It's not pressure. This is stress. I recognize this, and this is stress. I am able to recognize the difference between stress and pressure, because stress is something that you don't want to deal with. And me cago la leche, me cago la leche. Yeah, that's my dog. And stress is something that you don't want to deal with, and pressure is it's different. It's a different feeling, because it's kind of, you feel that, the feeling, but you kind of accept it and you like it, and you move past it and forward with it. And that's probably the main difference. But right now it's stress, because all of a sudden I have so many things in my mind, so many things in my head, and I'm gonna explain why right now. But all of a sudden I have all these things in my head, and I have no structure for it, and I have no way of organizing it, of putting it out of my head, into somewhere physical where I can see it and clearly see the objective that I have with it. So since yesterday, a few things have changed. So I've landed more people, and I still have my exams and my stuff and my shit to get done, and I have today I had one class. On Friday, on Thursday I have 2 more classes. On Friday I have another class. On Sunday I have another one, and I am currently speaking to 4 people about landing another class, and I think it's 4. Yeah, I think it's 4. 4 people right now to land more classes, and I'm stressed, because I know if I right now, if I kind of had to stop, and I said I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna calm myself, and I'm gonna get back to this, and I know if I focus on the task I can get it done, but I kind of drift, because I have to get this thing done, but then I remember, hey, I got to get that shit done, and then I remember I have to get that other thing done, so I kind of drift, and I end up not getting anything done, and that's why I think that I need some way to structure all of this, all of the thoughts that are constantly collapsing and in my head, and I need a way to organize it and schedule this in order to do everything that I have to do, and that's what I'm gonna do now. That's it's gonna take 5 minutes to just put everything on a whiteboard here that I have, you know, whiteboard. So I'm just gonna write everything that I have to get done here and kind of look at it for the next few days. And I know that, for example, today I can get 2 or 3 things done already, finished. You know, can get it done. I can get it done. I have about 2 hours and a half until I go to sleep, and I need to charge the laptop. And I can get it done really easily. And tomorrow wake up, you know, activate myself and just get to work. And I can get them done in just a few days, and probably all of it. But right now, there's so many things, you know, collapsing all the time, one against another, because you don't structure them. And that's probably why you feel stressed, because you see all these things that you need to do, but you don't know how to get them done, because you don't know how to allocate the time to get all of them done. And that creates chaos. And that chaos is what creates the stress. So if you remove the chaos, it's just pressure. It's just pressure, and you can deal with pressure. Everyone can deal with pressure. You know, there's this line that I really like from it's a movie. It's Devil's Advocate. I'm gonna, you know, these days, which is because it's kind of stressful, I am watching you know, 10 minutes of movies while I have dinner, and because I'm alone in my house, I have no one to talk to, and so I just watched the movies, and I started watching Devil's Advocate because of one line, you know, in the presentation between the owner of the law firm and the guy who they are trying to hire because he's really fucking good at it. He's a really good lawyer. So the conversation is, the owner says something like, pressure. It changes everything, pressure. You know, some people, you squeeze them, they fold. Others, they focus. So if you remove the mental factor of, can I get this done, can I not get this done, if you actually organize it and find a way, even if it means not sleeping for 3 days, which in my case, it's not like that at all, because I know that I can get this done. I mean, this is just my head, because my head, I am already able to recognize it, and I know my head works like that. So it's just sitting down for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and saying, this is all the things that I have to get done. So what's the priority right now? This. Okay, I'm gonna hammer down on the task. Everything else disappears. Everything else just disappears. And if everything else just disappears, and you just focus on one thing, and you bam, hammer time, you're gonna get it done. Of course you're gonna get it done. There's no fucking way you're not gonna get it done. You know? So that's the thing. Organize. Okay? Transform. Take the stress and organize it into pressure. Pressure's good. You need that pressure to get shit done. If you don't got no pressure, then what's the point? You know? What's the point? So you need the pressure. So don't reject the pressure. Love the pressure. If you get stressed, transform the stress into more pressure and use it. It's a tool. It's all really a tool. So right now I'm just gonna stop for 15 minutes. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna say, hey, what's the things that I want to get done? And you have to be really precise. So I know I want to prepare a few exams for some of these clients. You know, past exams. So it's not prepare a few exams. No, how many do you want to prepare? You give them one. What are they gonna think? Oh, that's nice. Thanks. You know, I get one exam, it's solved. Okay. You give them 2. Oh, this guy's really nice. You give them 5, for example, they're gonna think, hey, this guy, I mean, he gave me 5 exams plus a 20-page summary with theory so I can study, plus solved problems that I can use to practice myself, which are a lower level from the exams, so I can just, you know, learn the few things, basic things, and then get to the exams, which he gave me. So he gave me them. He gave them to me, you know, and that's the kind of thing. Okay, so be very precise. How much do you want to do? And if you pressure, and if you know exactly what you don't want to do, then it's so much easier, because you don't have to drift apart and wonder do I do more. No, the goal is this: achieve the goal, move on to the next thing. That's it. But you gotta set them. You gotta set the goal. You gotta invest the time in setting the goal. And that's it. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. So if you have something that you have to get done, just organize it, take the stress, transform it into pressure, and just get moving with it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do now. And yeah, you're probably I'm gonna edit this tomorrow or on Thursday. And yeah, excited. I'm not stressed anymore. I'm excited for this shit. So, see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.